pressure there for...
He looks confident how he is in reality.
From Blacktown in Sydney's West in Australia.
It's a good lift, really good.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I have been a bit slack lately with the posting, but we're back on that grind. We're trying to post at least once every 2 weeks like that, guys. So, today's video, how to split jerk.
Yes, stay, yeah!
A full comprehensive breakdown. When we're learning how to split jerk, guys, we're gonna break this down into 4 stages, okay? The first stage is gonna be the dip. The second stage is going to be the drive. The third stage is going to be the placement of the front foot and the back knee. And the fourth stage is going to be the recovery, okay? So 4 steps on how to efficiently split jerk. My breakdown from an Olympian. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into it. Okay, so first step is we're gonna find our grip, okay? So I personally like a more narrow split jerk. It's important to know the 2 styles and how that's gonna affect your overall overhead position in the split, okay? If you have a more narrow grip, you're gonna have to drive a little bit higher as your grip's more narrow. However, your head will come through easier. You'll be in a more optimal position. Not that it's better, it will just get through the bar easier. Now, on the contrast, if my grip's wider, okay, I don't need to drive as much, but I have to really emphasize getting that head through hard and aggressively, okay? You don't need to drive as much, but you do need to make sure your head's coming through aggressively. So finding your grip is really dependent on what works best for you, okay? So I'm not gonna say which grip's better, but for today's purpose of the video, we're just gonna do it on my grip, which is just a normal narrow grip, shoulder width apart jerk. So my grip for my clean is here, okay? That's where I jerk. I don't make an adjustment. Some lifters will do the clean and they'll make a little pop out like that. You can do that. For me, I just keep it the same because it's consistent and it's just routine, okay? So grip is going to be shoulder width apart. Okay, so first step is going to be the dip, okay? So now we've established where our grip is, okay? I guess before that actually, we're gonna think about where our hand position is gonna be. Do we go into our fingertips like that or do we go into a full grip? Personally, I would always recommend holding a full grip. That's gonna make sure that you have the bar in a nice suitable position and it's gonna make it more stable when you go into that overhead position like so, okay? So first step, dip. My arms are staying nice and relaxed. I'm staying through the middle of my foot and I'm driving my knees outwards, okay? I don't wanna go too far forward like that when my knees are buckling in like that. I'm staying nice and relaxed in my arms. I'm dipping straight, knees are coming out. Now, the depth, I like to think quarter squat, okay? Quarter squat into my depth, which is gonna allow me to get that drive coming up, okay? So think relaxing the arms, knees driving out, quarter squat. Now that we know how to dip correctly, we need to learn how to drive. So again, reiterating what we said before, quarter squat, knees driving out, we're in that dipping position. When we're driving up, we're still staying through the heel / middle of the foot and we're working on driving up onto our toes, okay? You can do this with the barbell to warm up. Quarter squat, drive the bar up like that, jerk drives. So again, quarter squat, driving the barbell up like so, okay? Because that is gonna be that transition into that split. So now we know how to dip and drive, we're now gonna go into the overhead position, okay? So into the actual split. 2 things that I'm thinking about when I'm going to a split. Firstly, I'm thinking about reaching out with my front foot nice and far, and I'm also thinking about slightly bending my back knee. So again, arms relaxed, quarter squat, drive, front foot, back knee slightly bent in that position there. So looking from the side angle here, the front foot's adequate, back knee could be a little bit more bent, and I'm staying in that position there, but keeping my shoulders nice and tight in that catch overhead position, okay? I don't want to lunge too much, because if I lunge too much, bar's gonna go behind. But if I stay too upright and don't bend my knee, bar's gonna go forward, okay? So we wanna make sure that the front foot's coming out and the back knee's bending. So again, putting it all together. Let's do that one more time. Front foot, back knee bend, shoulders are pushing up nice and hard. So once you're in the split position, we need to recover the barbell. The most efficient way to recover the bar in a split position is to recover with the front foot coming backwards. So let's go through it. Here, front foot back foot forward. Now the reason why we do this is because it's balance. It's better coordination, okay? Again, we're here, front foot, one step forward. Now that's ideal. Does that happen on every single rep? Not always, okay? But it is ideal to do that. Now some lifters you might see do this. Sometimes you need to do that to make the reps, okay? But if you want a more optimal split position, it's more beneficial to go front foot back foot forward like so. Front foot, back foot. So that's a pretty basic, comprehensive breakdown of how to split jerk, okay? There are many mistakes that people make when doing the split jerk, but I find what I've gone through today is the most simplest way to break it down. It is probably one of the most complex movements in Olympic weightlifting other than the snatch, so don't stress if you're struggling a little bit with it, but it's still one of those cool movements that I like to break down and simplify, okay? If you guys have any questions, leave some comments down below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you want actual personalized one-on-one individual coaching, I offer online coaching whether you're international or you're remote. I also offer personal one-on-one feedback in my personal training studio that I've just done the video at, which is based in Sydney Lidcombe. So if you guys are local, come down, we'll do a session together and we'll go through it in a proper detail like that. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. That's the split jerk. That's how I like to do it. Again, any questions, leave them down below. Let's get in touch.